I'm good. How you been?
I just came back and watching the Evening Rush show with Dawn and Rainbow.
How was it?
It was great, girl. You gotta watch it.
Yo, what's good, man? It's Dawn.
It's Rainbow. We back with a whole new season of fun and entertainment.
We talk about current events,
business,
relationships.
You need any advice,
and the mailbag letters.
Or you have a suggestion about a topic.
We're back with a whole new season.
You name it, we talk about it.
Every Wednesday from 7 to 8 at the Evening Rush Network.
Catch us on iHeartRadio, Google, Apple, Facebook Live, Twitch, Mixcloud, and all the podcasting sites.
Email us at theeveningrush@gmail.com. If you want to catch up on any of the shows, not just The Evening Rush, but any of the shows on the network, you can go
on the eveningrushnetwork.com.
Thanks.
Thank you for watching.
Evening Rush.
Hope you enjoy.
Yo, what's good? Y'all already know what it is.
Hello.
It's the Evening Rush each and every Wednesday, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. on the Evening Rush Network. Shout out to my co-host with the most, Miss Rainbow. She's in the building.
Yeah.
Shout out to She Is Ella. She's in the building.
Yeah.
What's good, everybody? What's good? Guess what I just learned, guys?
What's up?
New York is back open.
Yeah, that's what they said.
They said we're free.
Yeah.
Y'all are fully open,
We're
everything.
fully open. We're fully back open.
I'm ready.
I'm not with it either. I'm not gonna lie. I'm still wearing my mask.
I'm not ready.
My mask.
What up, Jay Midak? I see you on the check-in. What up? Shout out to Barbershops and Mike's. They had a great show last night, man.
They had an awesome show last night.
I'm not ready for that.
You're not ready for the world. I'm not ready for the world opening either. Like, I mean, a lot of people keep saying that, oh, it's too fast. I don't feel it was too fast. I just feel that, COVID is not over. Enough people ain't vaccinated.
We are the last state to pretty much open up, right?
Yeah.
But I'm when I see people without a mask, when I be looking at them like they got the plague. Like, what are you doing? Why is your face out? Why is your nose and mouth exposed?
Listen, if we fully open, can we get our parking back? Because like take off those little, you know what I'm saying, feeding places where, them little booths and shit. I want to park.
Oh, you mean the outside feeding?
Yeah. Take that shit off, man. I don't need that shit, man. Fuck that.
That's the one thing I hate in New York. No, I don't think they're going to do that because you know what that made? That just made their space bigger. So whatever they can't fit inside, now they can bring them outside and let them sit there. They expanded their space without having to pay for anything.
They need to take parking tickets away then. Take parking tickets away then. Then we could do it. I'm good with that after.
Yeah, do that. Do that down here in the district too.
They ain't about to do that. How you think they're going to get their money?
Whoever the new mayor becomes of New York, do your job, man. Do your job.
Yeah, what's up with y'all's mayor? How's that working out?
De Blasio or a new mayor coming up?
Which one?
I know, right?
The new mayor coming up or De Blasio? De Blasio is they've been ready to get that man the boot since he got in office.
First of all, shout out to our mayor, whichever one is gonna be. I got 2 I'm checking for. You know what I'm saying? I'm going back and forth. Well, 3 actually. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna say their name.
Eric Adams?
Of course, you already know.
Eric Adams and who else?
The one Jay and I'm going for.
Who is Jay and them going for? What's his name? Or her name?
I forgot.
Is it Yang?
Who?
The Asian.
Nah, definitely not no Asian.
Definitely not no Asian.
Definitely not no Asian.
He was running for president. He don't know what he want to run for. He just want to be in office.
Listen, some of these dudes is just confused, man. You know what I'm saying? But I like I said, Isaac from 50 Show. Shout out to him because I definitely gonna vote for his ass. I'm feeling him because I know this new on the ballot. You go 1, 2, 3. You can vote for multiple people.
Time out. Go back, Isaac from 50 Show. What do you mean?
Yeah. What is it? For Life? On Tuesday who's coming on For Life? Yeah. He's running for mayor. the dude that does the show that pretty much run. He's the
main character.
storyline. Yeah, he's the storyline of the show. He's actually
He's
running
in
for mayor.
the show where the guy was in jail for life and he's trying to he's trying to get himself out. He became a lawyer or some mess like that in jail or whatever.
While he was in jail, and now he's going to be the mayor of New York.
Nope. I don't want nobody else that been on. I don't want nobody else that been on TV to be in office. No, thank you. I've had enough. I have had enough.
Why not?
We had Ronald Reagan. We had Donald Trump. They got, damn it, they had Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'm tired of it. Damn it, be a politician and a politician only. That's it.
Stick to your job. That's it.
Stick to your job.
Stick to your calling. Whatever that calling is, stick to that calling. Don't try to do it all.
I'm gonna be honest. I think Eric Adams is actually gonna take it. A lot of people are going for him. You know what I'm saying? Basically, he's been a cop.
Why? Because he used to be a cop.
Yeah. I think New York feels like he's understanding. What's good, Mike?
I mean, what he's Mike. Hey, Mike. I do see a lot of people are promoting him, but you have to remember that some people don't trust the police. So you never know.
But that's the other reason why I'm feeling the dude Jay and them is endorsing.
I need you to figure out the name.
Yeah, definitely.
Let me Google this.
That's what I was going to say.
Let me Google this.
Let us help you out.
I'm like, you just keep saying the man Jay and him going for what's the man name?
Yeah, Google him. But that's the dude that I'm. Go ahead. You got his name?
I only see 3 people. I don't know. Let me see.
You only see 3
New York Times, they got Eric Adams. They have a woman.
Girl.
They have Andrew Yang.
They got the Chinese dude.
Is he Chinese? Are you sure he's Chinese?
Yeah.
You sure he could be Vietnamese or Japanese or?
I mean, I'm not sure.
Stop being rude. Not all Asians are the same.
Eric Adams.
That's fact.
Eric Adams, Maya Wiley.
Yep.
Andrew Yang.
First and foremost, I forgot the new thing I'm gonna do now. The words that are brought on by the Evening Rush is not those of the Evening Rush networks. So please make sure y'all distinguish the two. Thank you. Word. Last night was spicy. Ray McGuire. I think that's him right there. Yeah.
Vice Chair of Citigroup.
Yeah,
Isaac
I think that's him right there.
No. His name is Isaac Wright Jr. Get it together.
Isaac Wright is the dude from For Life.
Yeah, that's not what she said. Is that who you said?
Nah, she said Ray McGuire. That's the guy.
Oh, and then Andrew Yang.
Andrew Yang. He ran for president.
I like Andrew Yang. I kind of
feel
like
Andrew Yang.
I'm feeling
down with the black. He's down with the black people.
I'm happy you in DC.
Andrew Yang. No, you gotta look him up.
No, Andrew Yang is down with. He's down for black people.
I mean, he been on I heard him on the Breakfast Club, and I was like, oh, okay. So he was talking about a whole new thing.
Charlamagne actually. Hi, Envy. Charlamagne actually liked him for president.
All right, so I'm gonna check him out. I'm definitely gonna check. I'm gonna give him a fair share. You know what I mean?
What's this Curtis? I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but it's the founder of the Guardian Angels. He's running too.
Listen,
wait a minute.
That's impossible.
This is what I'm talking about. They just be letting any and everybody run. Not saying I don't know.
I mean, I think that's the best thing.
No,
give other people chances.
Is Paper Boy Prince. He's 28 from Brooklyn, and he's running for mayor.
And then Fernando Mateo.
They got Art Chang, Jocelyn Taylor. There's a lot of people running. Aaron Foldenor. I don't know how to pronounce that man's last name. It's some weird stuff. I don't know. But it looks like the front runners are Eric Adams, Maya Wiley, and Andrew Yang. It seems like those are the main 3.
He's saying Curtis wants to defund the police. Yeah, I ain't with that. I'm not gonna lie.
I do think they should defund the police. I think they should not fully defund them, not like give them no money at all.
Listen,
but I
when
feel
you're
that
not
the police,
paying them, when you're not paying them, understand they're not going to do nothing. So they're just going to be working
what I'm
for
trying
nothing.
To say, they don't do nothing now, Dawn. What are you talking about?
They do show up eventually.
Eventually.
Yeah,
it depends on what neighborhood you live in.
Yeah.
So if you defund, first of all, they have massive amounts of money for riot gear. Take that from them. What do they need riot gear for? People be out here, people protesting, and they be out here riot gear, and they be the ones starting all the mess. If they ain't got no gear to riot, they'll mind their business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying don't pay them their salary, but there are things that they have that if they didn't have them, there'd probably be less violence that would happen. If you get what I'm saying, like there's so much money that is funded to the police. Jay-Z, he said Jay who? There's so much money that they give to these police stations. It's not even just the police department in general. Like every station gets a budget. If you take some of that budget away, just like they do for schools, they take some of their money and give it to the schools.
Hold up.
Okay.
And look how many mass shootings we got since they've been taking that money away.
They haven't been taking the money away.
This is why I didn't like Giuliani, but I did like Giuliani was because he had cops on every corner. Listen, y'all gonna do something. Y'all getting paid these tax monies, you're gonna be on a corner. Each and every corner there was a cop. And you didn't have to worry about somebody getting shot every 5 minutes. I think crime went down like crazy when Giuliani was in the office.
And you think that's because of the amount of money they had?
That was. We got a caller. What's going on, caller? What's up? It's Steven and Rush. You already know. Let's go.
Hi, how are you?
Hello.
Hey.
Hey, it's Jasmine. It's J-Mac, sorry.
What's good, J-Mac?
Hey, J-Mac.
Welcome to the Evening Rush.
I noticed you all were talking about defunding the police. I just had to call in real quick in my little 2 cents, if that's okay. Well, I have to disagree with Dawn. Because
most people do, but go ahead.
Okay. So I feel that we really do need to do a big defunding of the police all over America. Obviously, I'm not with the unwarranted killing of individuals that look like us, which I mean melanated people. For history now, it's been repeated. Like they're explicitly subjugating Black people. I mean, the whole police department, not only defunding the police to me means defunding white supremacy, and I say that because we are the subject of their violence. I'm not saying all cops are bad or all cops are murderers.
Because I was just about to say that, but go ahead.
Right, for the murderers, which, they unfortunately are mixed in with a good few who are then, bullied and manipulated into going along with it. But that's a whole other story. But defunding the police is just about, like Rainbow was saying, it's about reestablishing connections with the community, revisiting the idea that their funding sources could be put toward better use, like programs that are implemented for people with mental health issues, or programs that are implemented for task force that are 24/7 instead of from 10 o'clock in the morning until 2 p.m. that are going to be able to help people who are in mental health crisis, which is what they need, help, not a bullet, right? So I think we look at defunding the police. I think people get it twisted as far as what it means. And so I think we should, the conversation, in general, like with society should be, what does that mean? What does that look like for my community? Instead of these police officers who, some of them that are in jail, who got convicted, the few that got convicted, the few police officers that were convicted of murder, their families are still receiving their money. They're still receiving their they don't necessarily use their pensions, right? they don't necessarily lose that. So, that's what defunding is about. It's about revisiting where this money is going and how we're using it and how we can use it in a better way for the community. So,
well, like I said, I mean, I understand that, we want to put that money in the community and everything. What I disagree with is that everybody feels like only Black people are antagonized or hurt by the cops, and that's definitely not true. There's a lot of good cops out here. If I've actually seen YouTube videos with the cops stopping to play basketball with these kids, and other things of that nature. So you can't blame every cop for the bad cops that are out there. And there's not a majority of bad cops versus there is good cops. It's just that now that we have cell phones and we are actually able to film everything, that's one of the things that gets shown all the time. If you notice, our people do the most on the cell phone. Oh, look at this, look at that. And you got to understand, sometimes if an officer asks you to show them ID or officer asks you to do anything, we the first ones that want to, I ain't doing that. No, I ain't doing that. You got to give them that attitude. So that right there, aggression already starts the aggression. What's wrong with you just, here goes my ID. I ain't do nothing. I've never done anything. I'm a good person.
What happens to the people who do give up their ID? Like, what was his name? Philando Castillo? He told he told the officer, I'm going to reach for my ID. I do have a license to carry. I do have my gun on me. Officer, I'm going to reach for my ID. What did he do? He reached for his ID, and the cop still shot him. That is one of the bad officers. That's one of the bad cops. But what I'm trying to say, but defunding the police does not mean they're not going to get their money. Defunding the police means you're going to defund some of the things that they are allowed to do. Not saying, they're not going to get their paycheck. They're still going to get paid.
Of course.
They just won't have riot gear.
We pay them, of course. As long as we work, they going to get paid. You know what I'm saying? But if you, like I said, once again, if you notice the mass amounts of shooting going on in New York City right now, because there's cops supposed to be out there, there's none out there.
So you know what?
Seeing all these little kids get shot and killed every other day.
Okay, I
do you think that if the cops were out there, these are by young kids nowadays who don't really care. They don't care if there's a cop out there. They don't care if there's children out there. They don't care if there's women out there. They do what they want to do, and they don't care about the consequences.
This is what I'm gonna say.
So
go ahead,
Ella. No, go ahead.
I wanted to say, like, police. In the studies of criminology, policing in the community does not affect crime rates. It's like been proven over time. Like, statistics show that police being there does not lower crime rates in the community, believe it or not. And so that being said, we know the safest communities in America are pretty much where police don't necessarily congregate at as much as other places, right? Other neighborhoods are, they're not in the wealthy neighborhoods as much as they're in the lower socioeconomic groups, right? So what I'm trying to get people to understand more, like in our community, because it's a big fight right now in our community. They're going hard for it. I'm trying to get people to understand that we just want basic rights, right? We want safety and we want freedom. We're not against the police at all. We don't want the excessive, brutal, and discriminatory stuff to go down, meaning, senseless shootings, senseless beatings, senseless, things that happen that don't have to happen, that it seems that the federal government is backing with them, steady fighting against the defunding. It just seems like the federal government is endorsing the, excessive force from police. And so, when we talk about defunding the police, we're talking about making a pivot from the national priorities. If that makes sense, like the priority, switching the priorities up, and that's all. That's what we want to do. We want to see a shift. We want to see a shift from the massive spending on police that don't keep us safe anyway, to like investment in like a shared vision. Like, it's tons of communities out here, tons of organizations out here that want the betterment of the community. I don't know a lot of people. There are some ignorant people who don't care about the betterment of their community. Bless them. And we're going to pray that they switch their mindset. But for the most part, we have a shared vision that we want our community safe and we want things that actually work. And it's been proven over time with that is not, the policing is not working. It hasn't limited crime. It hasn't lowered crime. I mean, they enforce it, but the way that they enforce it is in question, right? So it's not working. So when something's not working, we gotta switch it up. So that's
definitely
all, y'all.
Got a point. Thank you, J Mac, for calling in.
Love y'all.
We definitely appreciate
Love
it.
you too.
Love you too.
They just, first of all, they, like she said, in most white neighborhoods, like richer white neighborhoods, there is no police presence. They might have one security car go around, like patrol the area, but there's no real police presence in those areas. The whole thing is why police are in our neighborhood is because we're feared. They fear us. And that's why, that's the problem. When you fear the people you are supposed to protect and serve, you're not helping them.
This is why they don't want us to unite, because they fear us. Y'all are scary.
Yeah.
Y'all big black guys are scary. I don't trust y'all. I think y'all might kill me. Let me pull my gun first.
It's always been the inferior thing.
That's not our people's fault that we're so big and we look intimidating. Most of the time, the biggest men are the softest petty bears.
We got another caller. Yo, what's good? You on the line with Evening Rush? You already know what it is.
What's going on?
What up, bro, Mike? What's going on, bro?
Yo, everything's everything. Yo, J Mac had a very, very good valid point and everything. And I really want to say this, though, right? Like you were saying, Sean, about one of the cops was seen in the park playing basketball, shooting hoops with the kids. Well, first of all, that's not good enough. You know what? Because in the communities, I believe that they need to bring back the plainclothes cops, as for one, because shootings have spiked up a big deal. So they need to bring that back. People in the community, as far as like business merchants, and as well as people that live in the neighborhoods, want to feel safe. Okay, people want to feel safe. They need to eliminate the hanging out on the corners, and everything, and whatever else is being sold or whatever. They need to get rid of that. Bring back the task force. Bring that back. But you know what? But have them more properly trained. If you're gonna, don't defund the police like Curtis Lee was said, but if you're gonna train them, and also to be able to give protection in the neighborhoods, because people are afraid and they don't trust the police. And I feel that that's what needs to be brought to the table. If we are going to have, I'm sorry to say it, Eric Adams, if we're going to have him, then he's got to bring it like that. And that's what.
All right, bro.
Mike, I don't know what day and age. Look, I don't know what day and age you living in, but people don't buy their drugs on the corner no more.
Nah.
No. Can I say something? Okay, no. I hear you, but I'm not going to say where. There's a particular corner that's where action is going on, but I'm not going to put it on the air like that.
Definitely not going to put it on the air.
Definitely.
Look,
you know what I'm saying? And that. I just want to say that's not cool. When vacationers come to New York City and they want to go shopping, they don't want to see that, though. That's not cool. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, bring back the police, but also to bring the other undercovers, but let's not have no hotheads as police officers. Yes, Sean. I know a lot of Masonic brothers, though, that are police officers that are good officers. Here's the thing, though, real quick, though. Case in point, though, we need to have properly trained officers. Are you going to put money into effect?
Once you take the money away, where do you think they're going to be able to train them? They don't have no money.
Well, see, now there has to be a system.
Fund them completely. No one's saying take all of their money.
That's going to be an excuse. We do not have enough money to.
Well, you know what, though?
Then don't defund them and train them properly. When my mother was a cop, she said that she was trained to wound. These cops now are trained to kill.
Yeah.
You are trained to disarm. Like if the assailant has a gun in their hand, shoot their hand so they can drop whatever it is they have. Now they shoot them in the head, shoot them in the chest, shoot them to kill.
And see, that's not cool, and that's not supposed to be. So when you have them like that, they need to have some mental therapy. They see these, you gotta really, really throw the stringent deep into these retoolings of cops and trainings. You know what I'm saying? Because I get what you're saying. They also have cops in the hoods that's not from the hood. How about that?
And they're so
I heard.
scared. Like the cop that shot the gentleman in the pink houses. All he was doing was walking down the steps. He was clearly just coming out of his building, walking down the steps. The cop was in the stairwell. He got so damn scared, he shot the guy to death.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Like, come on.
And see, and lots of times too, that comes from cops not being from the hoods. They're coming from places like, let's say, for example, from the Hamptons. Okay, what is a Hampton?
Yeah, I was about to say the Hamptons kind of far, bro.
No, I'm saying for general. For general.
They come from Nassau County or Suffolk County.
There you go.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So we'll see what Eric Adams. I just feel good about Eric Adams and everything like that. And let's see what happens and everything like that.
Until Eric Adams accepts my my invitation to come on the show. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm not ready to talk about him just yet. But thanks for calling in, Mike. Appreciate you.
I agree with that. So I'm going to say I agree with both of y'all, but I will tell you, just like Rainbow said, I have cops in my family. So I'm well aware of the disparity, whatever. And we know cops, right? And we know people who don't like cops. Like, we've all been there. But if you look at, I think one thing is we have to listen to what really people are saying. Just like Rainbow is saying, okay, defunding, we're not saying defund all, because some people, remember, where we get caught up, especially our community, is the confusion. We're not listening, and everybody hears one thing, and then everybody's like, no, defund, or no, not defund. The police, the bottom line to me is training. So if we know that the police started, let's go all the way back. Police started as the groups. You're talking about 1800s to catch runaway slaves. That is where it started. Yeah. So we know it was already systemic. We know it was systematic all the way back then. So we know what we're dealing with is the, from what happened. So that's what we're dealing with. Now you've got the cops. Now you've created this world, man. You've created this world in a situation where this is the only way you know how to stop crime and this, that, and the other. And we've been moving to that. So I do agree with, taking money out and putting it into programs. Yes, education, because that's where it's supposed to start. If our kids had education and the teachers had the money and the buildings were brand new instead of broken down, I'm talking about all over the nation. We're talking about in the district, in New York, all of that. Then you won't have all of these problems, right? So you have to go back at the beginning. And then we are in a situation now where, yes, you need some form of order. So I'm not saying to get rid of the police. I am saying to take a portion of that money and put some in the mental health, in the education. But what Mike said and what everybody said, it boils down to training. That training, you have to have that training. And if you can't train, then we need to get you somebody who's going to oversee your training. There is no, and if we need to have some training and then put it on public broadcast every so often, this is how the training is going to be fully transparent with America. That's where you're going to have to start, because you've broken the trust. So when you have a broken trust, you have to now do things that you wouldn't normally do. You have to now do. That's why they're showing in the courtrooms. They didn't used to do that with all these crimes back in the day and all these senseless murders and police killings. It wasn't on TV. Now they're showing it. We remember Rodney King, but they only showed certain things in court. Now it's like, okay, we got to show more and more because the people know. Okay, so police, when we do this training and you put your system in place and your system you think is good, then you're going to have to publicize every so often. So you show the world how this training is going on so that you are held accountable. There is no accountability. There is no training. There is no oversight. And people are confused because some people, it's just a lack of information. It's not because people are fighting against it. It's that, what do you mean by defund? Because when people hear defund, it's a paranoia now. Okay, now defund the police, and now the police have paranoia. So no, what do you mean by that? Let's take a step by step and let me educate you so that you leave here understanding, okay, we're not trying to take away all law and order, right? You got to follow the laws of the land. However, these are the things that are going to be put in place to ensure that we don't have the issues that we have today. Period.
Right. Aisha actually had a really good point. She's saying that these people become police officers because they have no control over their own lives. So they figure they're gonna come to work and have authority. And now that doesn't work out. But I also feel like if you're gonna have a non-minority officer in a minority
Community.
area,
Yeah.
you should also have a minority officer along with them,
Correct.
and one that is not afraid of the community, because then they can check them and be like, nah, like that like it was a like some gentleman, one of the cops did something to some guy, and the black cop wasn't having it, so he arrested the white cop for hitting an assailant of some sort. Like, you're not gonna just be out here thinking you're above the law to do things that everyone else can do. You have to abide by the law as well.
Yeah, and it comes with that accountability.
Everybody needs somebody to be their moral compass, pretty much. Like, if I can't even say that, because there were a lot of black cops when Eric Garner was choked to death.
Yeah.
Fact.
So it's like, you can't, like they say, all skin folk ain't kin folk. They don't always have our best interest at heart either. So you don't know.
And so that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
We the same color. They might be able to understand, and they know they don't care.
And but look,
and they like, I'm blue. You black at the end of the day.
But it's just like you saying, Rainbow, and we talking about the police. But if you look, if you think about even your job, my job, and every faction, organization, company, it doesn't matter. You've got somebody who people are true to the company, and there are people who just want it for gain or going to do whatever they want. And what does every company have in place? There is accountability. You have to have, but it's not no longer the accountability that you've been running all of these years. It is a new time, just like this pandemic is virtual and everybody's doing new things and people are changing lives and everything's, everybody's, quitting jobs and now going virtual. It is a new time for that too. And so things are not going to look police like they did in the past. This accountability now is going to be publicized. It is going to be broadcast. These are the things you have to do to start to begin to earn trust. You're going to always have bad apples no matter where you go. But that accountability and putting it out to the nation in certain instances is going to help, because those cameras, okay, it helps a little bit, but see, we still understand you're not scared of that. So we're going to create a system where you have to be put on Front Street. Your life, your daily interactions with the community, your daily interactions as a cop. Like, who are you really? Like, maybe we need to do that.
Consequences. That's the problem. They don't fear consequences because they normally get off.
Because they don't have no accountability.
Right, because everyone feels like, oh, okay, they're the cops.
We done blew through a half an hour. I'm proud of us, goddammit.
That's always a hot topic.
Yeah. But yo, listen, we gotta pay them bills to the Evening Rush Network. Anybody that want to become a host or have their own show, this is what you do.
Looking to podcast shows and do not know where to start? The Evening Rush Network can help you with that. Call us at 929-441-2417 or email us at theeveningrushnetwork@gmail.com for dates and prices. We got you for all your podcast needs. The Evening Rush Network. Tune in, subscribe, and share.
Yeah, what's good? We back. You already know what it is. Topic of the day was Mailbag Letter. We ain't even get to the letter yet. That's the crazy shit, yo. We ain't get to the letter. We supposed to be giving out advice today, Rainbow. But anyway,
call to action.
Don't ask people advice.
But yo, let's shout out our sponsors, Rainbow.
All right, we got the gallery with Benjamin and Stacy every Tuesday from 7 to 9 on CaribbeanPowerGyms.com. TL Mac. He has the TL Mac Fitness Show, him and Roz, every Thursday from 8 to 9. Plush Vodka, you want some gluten-free vodka. They have regular or plum. Don's favorite is that plum. Sayings by Butter. That's my cousin, and she does all the apparel for the Evening Rush Network for all the shows. There is Plush Apparel LLC. You in High Point or Greensboro, you go and get you some fly
July
shit,
10th.
ladies.
July
All right?
10th is right around the corner.
Yep.
Greensboro, they're gonna be lit out there. Let's get it.
Gear Up on GMAC Lane.
J-Mac Lane.
Oh, I can't even fucking
That's
read.
the new sponsor.
Hey, J-Mac. J-Mac is on Barbers and Mike
just called in
every Tuesday from, 6 to 7?
Yeah, 6 to 7.
6 to 7 on the Evening Rush Network. We got our girl CW, if you're down with community service, a cause, a concern, and solution network, Inc. My girl Envy from Envious Creations. You need decor. You need some snacks. You need a cake. Our girl got you.
Some potato chips.
Potato chip bags. You want
some?
That
potato chip bag.
Oh, she got a whole bunch of
water.
She got some new stuff coming for y'all. Y'all watch and wait. Martine Felton. Yeah, I don't even know because Martine told me quit my job. And here I am. Job quit.
Shout out to her new book, doing well. But we still want it to go number 1 on that best-selling list. So make sure y'all hit up her website.
Church finger number 1, yeah.
You already know.
And Podex. Get yourself one. If you have a podcast, get yourself a pair of Podex.
And they got some new decks out too. They got some new decks out too.
What the hell was that, Ronnie?
Yo, so shout out to all our sponsors. You already know what it is, man. You can catch us anywhere. The Evening Rush Show on Instagram. You can hit me up, Don_the_evening_rush.
That is not my look. That's not my personal.
Shout out to One by Rainbow. You can hit her up at One by Rainbow.
And you can't hit me up at One by Rainbow, but that's
Ella's
not my
in
personal.
The building. Shout out to she is Ella Brown. Oh, we got a caller. Hold on.
Caller.
What up, caller? This Evening Rush. You already know what it is, man. What's going on?
You know what it is. Brooklyn Fat.
What's good? Well, we got the whole barbershop and Mike's calling in the day. What's good, bro?
How you doing, Rainbow? What's up? What's shaking with y'all? To the other young lady, what's shaking with you too?
I'm good. How you doing at the barbershop?
Yeah. I'm blessed. I'm blessed.
Blessing Holly Faith.
Brooklyn Fat. Yes. Brooklyn Fat. What's popping with y'all? What y'all got going on today?
Now we about to get into our topic, which is the mailbag letter.
Which is so serious.
So make sure you call back or let us know how you feel on the chat, man.
Back letter. Okay. Big up. Stay strong. God bless.
All right. Shout out to Brooklyn Fats.
Yeah,
the whole staff of Barbershop and Mike's calling. Appreciate the love, man. You know how we do.
Always.
So we're going to get into what it is. Ask Donna Rainbow mailbag letter.
Don't ask me nothing.
Ask you, Rainbow? Ask you? What you mean don't ask you? We got to ask you. Listen, you are very well at letting us know your opinion.
Yes, I am. I'm very opinionated. I am.
And this is one of the main reasons why I say that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, sorry. Let's get into this letter real quick. Yeah, my bad. So it went, hey, Dawn and Rainbow. I've been dating this guy for about 3 years. He has been rocky as he stepped out on me more than once, but now we live together and things are okay. But lately he has been very moody. He got injured and had stopped working, which has put a strain on our relationship. He seems really down and snaps at me. He barely talks, but the sex is still amazing. About 2 months ago, I came across this guy I knew from a long time ago who actually was my first love, first everything. We started texting and talking, which led to us meeting up a few times. I'm really torn because I have feelings for both guys. I feel like my current run is of course. Oh, I feel my current relationship has run its course, but I feel bad leaving him. While he's down, but really doesn't treat me as good as the new person. Meanwhile, all the feelings I had in the past are in full effect for my new guy, aka first love. Can I love two people, or is this a recipe for disaster? Please give me some advice. I really don't want to hurt anyone. Signed, two hearts in my hand. Very interesting. Very interesting.
You can love two people. We
Definitely.
already discussed that. You can love two people.
Oh, y'all discussed that?
Yeah. We've had that topic before. Matter of fact, I think it was during Battle of the Sexes.
It was.
Yeah. So you can love two people at the same time.
You can. You will love them differently. It will not be the same type of love.
It's a different thing. Mm-hmm.
It won't be the same type of love. Okay, Dawn, just leave us be.
Keep going. Go ahead.
But if she feels that her old relationship has run its course, then let it be. Because I feel like if she continues to have both of these relationships, she's actually gonna hurt.
Sorry, lady.
She's actually gonna hurt more people if she just continues to keep trying to go down this road with two people. And if that is not the relationship she wants to be in anymore, then don't be in the relationship anymore. I get it. He's down and out and you don't want to leave him, but you have to remember you have to do what's best for you. You have to live your life. You can't live your life for everyone else. But she may not be sure that her and the old flame are an actual thing. Like, she has a man. Maybe he's just here for the time being because he knows she has a man. So, there's that.
My opinion.
Okay, Dawn, take your take. I'm gonna give my take.
Yeah, because I ain't shit. You already know that. My opinion is, first of all, you never go backwards. So you're just having fun and infatuation with the person you used to be with. Fuck backwards. We already had that conversation.
Because we don't know how long ago they were in a relationship. She said her first everything, which means they was together a long time ago. I'm pretty sure this woman had some
Hold on, no. I was about to say that. I feel sorry for her coochie because she's getting banged by two dudes. One, and they both must be amazing in bed because she's definitely enjoying that shit. Also, the brother is down and out. So it feels like you kicking him while he's hurt, he's injured. Like, the man is down and out right now. Show that man some goddamn love, man. Fuck that.
Oh, you just speaking straight from. Okay, so I'll say this. That she said they've been in it for a few years, right? And he lost his 3 years, lost his job, right?
Really,
so this is actually, it's not the same situation, but I hear this stuff when I do the life coaching. But I'm going to tell you, and so now he's down and out, right? Okay, Dawn, this is the man thing. When a man does not fully have his stuff together and something happens, especially with his finance, even if he wasn't a provider, in a man's mind frame, they have a need to provide, period. So when they are not up and they are not, working and everything's not good, it's a big blow for a man and a man's ego than it is for a woman. So they will, kind of withdraw and get upset or whatever. So he's going through that, and it's not necessarily her. He's going through that because of his situation, because he can't provide as a man, period, whether it was her or anybody else. That is a thing specific to men. So that's one thing she needs to understand. So now she said, okay, so now they haven't really been getting along, right? Because he can't provide, because now the bills and everything, the arguments, we all know what comes with that. So it's tight. The issue, and I'm concerned about, is when she said, tell me, Donna Rainbow, if I missed it, is when she said that the man, how did she reconnect? Did she start reaching out to this first love? When did he come back?
It just says that they rekindled something.
Okay,
they started talking.
So we don't know how they rekindled. The first thing is, young lady, that rekindling, you already have a man that's down, the situation or whatever, even if it was shaky before. Once you start reaching out, now you're reaching out looking for something else, right? Because of this situation, which is all the information we have. So when you look for something else, good or bad, it's going to find you. So now you've got the old love coming back. Now you're connecting, right? Because he's showing you attention. He's showing everything that this man right now can't show you. But remember, the part of that reason is his situation. He is focused on that. He's focused on that. So he wants you to understand. But now that you rekindle it, it's kind of like you a little bit stepped out, right? So when you stepped out and you're still with this man, you got to go back and look at your motivations, because that's already telling you it's wrong right there. Wait a minute. He stepped out, but you apparently forgave him, and maybe you didn't, but you stayed. And you stayed in that situation knowing that, and either y'all worked through it or whatever. Now he's lost his job or whatever, and now you might be thinking, well, you know what? I'm thinking he stepped out on me anyway, and we're not getting along, and that's a woman's psyche, right? So let me get some attention. We want attention. So now we got this guy back. Now it was your first love. We don't know how far that went back or whatever, but you said he was the first, like everything. So what I want her to be clear is it love or is it lust?
That he reached out.
Is that lust?
That's what it was.
Is that attention seeking? If your man now gets a great job offer, things are doing good, he starts bringing flowers, roses, whatever, are you then going to be like, well, I don't know, because now he's back, where he needs to be. So you got to figure out.
They were good before he lost his job and got injured.
Exactly. They were good. So she needs to probably go back and I don't know how they are, right? We don't know, but you need to go back and have a conversation, because you accepted whatever that was and got through. Now you stepped out. This new love does not mean that is a sign for you to get with the new love.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Just because
we got a caller
and everything like that doesn't mean that you should. But if you feel,
what's good, caller? Big
up. It's me, Brooklyn Fats.
Oh, you calling back, Fats?
Yes, good? I'm calling back.
Turn your radio down in the background, bro.
Phone.
Yeah.
Turn down.
This is for E. Brown.
Yes.
E. Brown.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I've been through that, what you talking about.
Yeah.
And I feel that basically she didn't never really love her new lover.
Excuse me, Fats. You gotta turn down your joint in the background, bro.
That's the regular phone.
All right.
Well, here's the situation. I've been in that position before. And it made me feel like that she really didn't love me from the gate. Because any 2 times you talking about you had a past lover, that means you never really lost connection with him.
Yeah.
That means you still been dealing with him while me and you started this new relationship.
Now, I don't think that, because remember, Fast, don't put something in there. She didn't say it. She said she basically reconnected. So we don't know if she reached out to the new guy. She didn't say I was.
Dawn said it was anything. He reached out to her.
The new guy, the old love, reached out to her.
Yeah, and they started talking
I'm
back
talking
and
about the
forth.
old lover.
Yeah.
But what if you and the old lover was still talking, still had communication?
The question is why did y'all still have communication?
Huh?
The question is, why did y'all still have communication?
Because y'all say y'all was friends.
Nah,
y'all wanted y'all broke up.
Then your friend.
That's how things happen nowadays.
But he said, but look, she didn't say She didn't say anything about this new guy. Like, she said that she was with this guy and this stuff has been going on. Then she said, right, the new guy reached out to her, or somehow they reconnected. She didn't say that she was talking to that guy at the same time.
Well, anything can happen. Women tend to pillow talk.
Well, this is what I'm saying. We don't know.
Bottom line, you know what it is? This goes back to what I said multiple times. With women, cheating is mental. So she wanted to get him back. That was the reason why she went that.
But you got to look at it. You got to always be with a person when they down, because they're going to get back up eventually. And then take me, for instance, if you wasn't down with me when I was on the struggle, I don't want no parts of you, and I'm not coming back to you. It's a done deal. No matter how much ass you give me.
No,
you feel what I'm saying?
There's not a problem with being someone when they're struggling, but if they want to treat you wrong and disrespect you and this, that, and the third, you don't have to be with them when they're struggling.
No, you don't get you don't get disrespected. But she didn't. She said basically his job. See, she got to know the triggers, and you got to know the motivation. When people are saying something to you, don't jump up and try to think of something or have some preconceived notion. You have got to talk, because she said everything was good. Sex was good, all that.
Yeah.
Then he lost his job. So I agree with you.
I get exactly what you're saying, Ella. I get that. But my whole thing is, just because you feel a way doesn't mean that you also have to take all of that out on me either. We're both adults. You need to learn how to manage your emotions as well.
But see, this is why we don't know. She's got to go and talk to him.
Hold on 1 minute, ladies. They figure because if a man is masculine, he don't have no feelings. So he deserved to get kicked when he falls down on his luck. Everybody falls down on their luck.
True.
Some women are not built for the struggle or built for the hang in there.
But I also feel if a man is down and you have a woman that is down for you, you don't kick her.
Oh, she got your back. That's a ride or die woman. That's a ride or die woman. And see, me and my
you don't say
wife,
ride or die because that means anything.
Okay, let me be more specific. Let me be more specific. If she really loves you and you love her, y'all gonna work through the problems in the situation.
Correct.
And y'all gonna encourage each other. Y'all gonna give them that encouragement, because you know when you down and out, she gonna help you and encourage you so the flow can keep flowing.
I'm not saying this particular woman, but what happens if you do that for your man and he's still out here acting an ass? What do you do then? But so much you can take as a person. Like, everyone has a struggle. Men are
that's true.
Down on your luck, and then a woman could be down on their luck. You have to remember that most of the time when women are down on their luck, their man is not always as helpful as they were.
So my question is,
He's not a real man.
My question is,
he's not a real man. He's a little boy.
Well, hold up, Fats. Thank you for calling, Fats. We get on the check-in. Get on them in the chat, bro. Hit us up in the chat.
All right. Peace out.
My question is, like, at some point you felt like this guy's did the worst, even though you're in love with him. It was time to leave. You know, he cheated in the beginning. Yeah, he fucked up in the beginning. Those were your times to leave. But you said, I forgive you. I'm going to stick through it with you. And then once he got hurt from work, like Ella said, his ego kicked in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, damn, I can't do nothing for this family the way I'm supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, his anger from being out of work, he took it out on her.
I get it. But that doesn't mean that that's what needs to be done.
Oh no, nobody should be mistreated at all.
That didn't mean open the door for somebody else to start knocking it down.
See, we don't know if she went back and when you saw this, and we helping her, right? Because she may not have been able to recognize. Now what's coming when you go to the man as well, he cheated on me anyway. So you're going back to old stuff now, because now you have a real reason where it's like, I'm done. But did you go back and talk to him? That's the first thing she needs to do before she goes any further with the old love, who's the love of her life, that she says she needs to go back to that man. They need to have a conversation, because there may be miscommunication, because you've got to learn how to read each other, and you've got to learn how to read a man, just like a man has to learn how to read a woman, so you don't get caught up in your own feelings and your own rationalizations. And it seems like that's what she's doing, trying to rationalize. And see, we don't know if she went back and talked to him. So I would suggest she go back and talk to him first, and let him tell her how he made her, how she made him feel, because that ego thing with not being able to provide is a killer. And that can ruin relationships for men, because it is difficult for them to know how to handle that, because in their mind, they are supposed to handle it. And she needs to find out, because it sounds like it started off with he was being mean to her, right? Because he's stressed. And so, no, you don't disrespect anybody. But they have to have a conversation, so you don't start rationalizing. Don't bring anybody, even an old love, whatever. He's old for a reason, okay? So don't bring him into the picture until you solve this. That's the first thing that need to happen.
My question is, if you broke up with your old love, you broke up with him for a reason. You left him alone for a reason. So
Yeah.
going
we
back,
don't
know.
Going
we
back.
don't know how old they were. That could have been a
That's
younger.
her first love. That's her first
Said
love.
my
That's
first.
what I'm trying to say. Like that could have been when they were. For all we know, it could have been when she was 16. They could have
So
both
hold
went away
up.
to college, and then
All right,
that
but
was
I'm
why
knocking.
they broke up.
Listen. If I'm knocking it down, I'm giving you this great loving. It's amazing because she said amazing loving.
She said
Why
that.
is-
She
why
didn't
does-
say
She
that
said
about
with
the new
both of
love.
them, right? I thought she said
didn't
it with
say
both
that.
of them.
She
No,
didn't
she
say
said that with
about
her
the new
man.
love.
She didn't
The
say that
new
about the
old
new
love.
love.
She
No,
said that about her current man.
Her
But the
current
old
man.
love, what did she? But she said the old love. She just said it was
She
the
didn't
first.
say. She said they met up a couple of times. She didn't say that they had sex. She just said that they've met up a couple of times. She never said how, if they had sex, and if they did. She didn't say how good it was. She didn't say that. But what I'm trying to say is, what if she did have a conversation with this man and he did not receive her questions properly?
So
what
if
do
she,
you do then?
Okay, if she did have a conversation, what depends on what he see. It depends on what you mean by receive. If she tried to have a conversation, I'm trying to come to you, and he's not ready to talk. Then, if you've been with this man for 3 years, if it was a couple months, okay. If you've been with this man 3 years, then you kind of fall back. You do your thing. You let him know. He should know you well enough, and hopefully you're the person to let him know that he cannot disrespect you, and you won't do it either. And then you fall back. You don't leave right then. You give it a minute. This man is a grown man with no job who feels like he looks crazy to you in your eyes, and he knows you may be able to go get another man and do all this. So he's dealing with a whole bunch of stuff. So you fall back a little bit and give him a little time to process that and see what happens from there. But while you're doing that, and you don't give forever. I mean, you don't know people, so you can't say how long. But I say you give him a couple of weeks to see how he comes to you over that couple of weeks, right? It might be a little bit more, but you give him a couple of weeks. Let him decompress. But in the meantime, while you go to work, you take care of your kids, whatever. But you do not go deal with anyone until you figure out that, because now when you do that, now the man has lost his job. Now you don't went to another. Now I can't depend on you, and I lost my job. You're not going to be there in the long term, and you going out here sleeping with other men. I definitely can't. Now you're breaking the trust even more, and you're bringing that problem into a situation that it didn't need to be. Because right now it's his job. Because you said that you stayed with him because he slept with you. I mean, he went out on you a couple times or whatever. I'm assuming you resolved that. If you didn't, y'all have to have a conversation about that. But if you did, then you got to chill for a minute. I know you're waiting for affection, look for affection, and you like whatever, but hold off on that. I know the feelings you have, but hold off for a minute and let him know that you're there. Remain trustworthy, that integrity to the end, and see what happens in these few weeks. But don't talk to somebody in the mid thing, because that is only going to bring problems, right? If you invite that in, you're inviting that now into your situation. Now it is going to be a bigger problem.
At the end of the day, she wrong. As always, women are wrong.
Women are wrong. Women are wrong, or women are right.
She wrong.
Just like she wrong. I mean? But she's confused, Dawn.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying?
She's
really
wrong
confused
because giving his cookies to somebody else, and my man is going through some stuff, man.
But she's gonna think too, well, y'all don't know what he did to me, right? We just conversating. So, but whatever, like I agree with you. Whatever it is, we're assuming that you forgave, because you said that. But what your main thing was, he lost his job when he started acting funny. If you didn't forgive him, then that's a whole nother show, and another thing. But right now, 2 or 3 weeks, let him decompress, go back to each other, make sure it was no misunderstanding, miscommunication. But you don't bring anybody in while you're doing this. You got to cut that off right now. Even if he's your first love, your everything, and you truly love him, and this man truly loves you, he's not going anywhere, period. If he truly loves you, and this is your husband later in life, he's not going anywhere. So you don't worry about that. You let him do him, and you figure out what you're going to do with this man.
I get you, Ella. I totally get you.
Girl.
But I'm not saying I'm not saying that she should step out on her relationship. Yeah. But I do know how men are when shit like this happens. Like sometimes it's like no matter what you do for them, it's still always thrown in your face.
Which is true. And you're right.
Which is real fucked up, because you're out here trying to encourage them and doing all of these things for them, and you're trying in this relationship, and they just like, well, I needed you at this point and you wasn't there. Forget all the other shit that I did for you. But this one time I couldn't do it. I ain't shit.
But is true. And you're right. Now I agree with you there if that was it. But is that the situation? So we don't want to put stuff in because it may not be. You know what I'm saying? And remember, we only hearing, I wish we had a thing where, you know, we could get them both because we only hear her side.
Anonymously. You listening for this advice? Call in anonymously.
Call in anonymously.
Questions and really help you out.
Yeah. Just call and be like, so about that situation, what if, whatever. Call in so we can get some more context.
She wrote the letter for a reason. She wrote the letter, of course, for a reason.
Well, she's confused, and she feels.
She needs to get one of those apps on her phone to like change her voice so nobody knows it's her, and so we can get more context. So
we need more context. Yeah.
And then, like she
right
was
now,
saying,
we just up in the air.
She feels bad leaving him while he's down, but he really doesn't treat me as good as the new person.
But she's saying that because a new person came back.
Miss Brown, what's good on the check-in, Miss Brown?
In the beginning of a relationship, because this is becoming a new relationship. Y'all have known each other from back then, but it's still a new relationship.
Yeah.
Of course, he's treating you the way you want to be treated because this is a new relationship. That's just how shit goes in the beginning.
Yeah.
That's how everything is all lovey-dovey. Oh my God, he can't do nothing wrong.
You want to show your best side. Yeah, you want to show your best side to everybody living in bed.
Like I said, you should leave. If you're not happy, leave. Right. Break it off.
That's what I said. I'm not saying for her to be with old dude, but if she's not happy in her current relationship, whether he's down and out or not, you can't just stay with somebody because they're having a bad time. Because who's to know if this man is ever going to get back on his feet, and then you're stuck in a relationship you don't want to be in for
if
what?
He get on his Rockefeller
that situation when she said that she didn't want to leave him down. If it's just that, no, I agree. You leave. You know, I agree. You have a conversation.
If you're staying with him, then you should just decide.
And you're just going to have to face whatever he's going to have to say. Like, oh, now you leave me because I'm down. Why didn't you leave me before? And so she'll just have to face that. You know what I'm saying? And yeah.
Because I would say because I'm done. I'm done being treated the way you treat me. You cheated on me before. I forgave you for that shit. Now we came here. Your ass got injured. I'm trying to help your ass out, and you out here being disrespectful. I can't take disrespect.
Oh, but it's okay for you to go get some more penis because you being disrespectful.
Yeah, she shouldn't be doing that. That complicates it.
He doesn't know she's getting penis.
If you shouldn't. First of all, fine. You talking and texting with old boy, but then you gonna go meet up with old boy? Like, come on.
But she shouldn't even be doing that because
that's that emotional.
It is emotional. With it. And when you think, and when women are emotional, you know, we don't think clearly. You know what I'm saying? We really don't, because we operate all on emotion. You know, and so we have to think. She's got to go back and assess, and just like she said, love two people, like you said, Rainbow.
I don't know if I operate all on emotion, because if I did, I'd have been single a long time ago.
You probably operate. Yes, you do. But you learn how to manage it. We learn how to manage it and grow and know when
this man have been together for a long time, right? And I just realized that when he be talking, I'll be like, okay, all right. Get out whatever it is that you gotta get out, and I'll say what I have to say afterward. Whatever, but it is what it is. Not that I don't care, but I can't. I can't give this much emotion, because then I'll be like, fuck you, it's a bullshit. Yeah, and
that's what we want. That's what we want. At least that shows you care.
Ain't nobody doing that. Ain't nobody doing that. Ain't nobody doing that. Ain't nobody doing that.
That shows me you care. If I get all this coldness, and I gotta be the emotional one in a relationship, then I feel
like we don't have to cuss you out to show you that we care. If you need somebody to cuss you out, if you need somebody to cuss you, then we need to have a conversation.
But we need to do a session. He knows that's how I am. If I start to get like, First of all, it takes a lot. Like, it's a lot of stuff that gets built up. That's when, and then that's when I explode. And I'm like, fuck you, and you ain't shit. And this, but that's the whole thing, is I don't want to say things that I don't really mean. And that's what the hell you say when you being emotional. So I try to think things through with a level head. And that's why I be like, let him say what he's gonna say. Let the gears turn. And I be like, but you know you do the same shit, right? You remember that time when X, Y, and Z,
why,
right?
Why you gotta go remember that time? Did you forgive her?
No,
you forgot. If you forgave me for that time, we shouldn't even have a head conversation about that.
No, if I bring something up, it's something that I remember that you said that you didn't like, but you've done to me.
Nah,
and
that shouldn't came up.
It doesn't, to me, there's certain things that me and my man, I don't think is a problem, but he thinks is a big problem. I'm more of a nonchalant type person. Things just roll off my back. I really don't give a fuck about that much. But him, he's very like, oh no, and that. But I'm gonna let you know that, remember you said you didn't like when I did X, Y, and Z? Well, I'm gonna let you know that you did X, Y, and Z to me, and it was okay for you to do it to me, but when I did it to you, it was a problem.
He must have did it for a reason.
No.
So
fuck no.
So before we leave, before we get off, yo.
Bullshit is that, dog? Why you got me mad? Cause you're a man? I'm your co-host. God
damn it. Yo, before we ride out, man, so our final synopsis of that one is,
we don't really know what the hell to tell her.
She needs to go back and have a conversation with him. But at the very least, she's got to stop talking to that old love. Because if he's truly your old love and is coming back like he loved you, he's not going anywhere. He will wait, even if you are with somebody making a decision. So you've got to cut that right now and then figure out what you're going to do with this guy.
And that's why I brought Ella on, because she is a life coach. She's definitely got the right things that she's going to tell these people, because I'm damn sure going to tell, yo, when he find out, bro, just pack your shit and leave, hop out, and go get you another girl. Fuck that.
Hop out of what?
He don't have nothing to hop out of right now. He don't have nothing to hop out.
That man probably just remember how
you see
good
this one, double standard bullshit.
I want that back.
It is a double standard, though. I agree.
It is a double standard.
I don't feel it's a double standard. It's not a double standard. I keep telling y'all. And I'm tired of repeating myself, but I'm gonna say this again.
We're givers, and we're takers, and you guys are givers, and whatever, John.
Thank you. So if you know that already, stop disrespecting us men out here, man, in these streets.
Take that.
See, that's the problem. That's the problem right there. You know what I mean? Stop disrespecting these men in these streets. Y'all want to leave. Go ahead.
Stop disrespecting
you know what?
each
and
other.
When the next girl starts getting that great dick that you was loving, don't get mad. There it is.
No.
Nobody cheat. There should be no cheating going on at all.
Black men don't cheat.
Exactly how it should be.
Shout out to Big U. Shout out to Big U, Gina Dream. Black men don't cheat. You already know what it is. That's on everything.
That ain't come from you, Jane. That ain't come from you, Jane. That
Some
came
black
from
men
Carl
don't cheat.
Miller on Wildin' Out. Black men don't cheat.
Nah, that came from. I know it from Gina Dream.
Why is she
Black men don't
out?
cheat.
And I'm telling you where he got it from.
Women give just
whatever.
as good as a man.
Let him know, Joy. Let him know.
Don't play with me. She already know. Don't play with me like that.
Joy.
Last name Brown. Don't play with me. Anyway, before we get up out of here, Ella, how you? Oh, wait. Whoa. I'm moving way too fast. Slow down, bro. Slow down.
Slow down.
Before we get out of here, shout out to the sponsors, the gallery each and every Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? CaribbeanPowerJam.com. Shout out to TL Max Fitness. My bro doing boot camps. Happy belated birthday, bro, by the way. You already know. Shout out to all y'all gyms. You know what I mean?
Gym rat.
Cancer season up next, so you already know what it is. You know what I mean? Shout out to Plush Vodka. That plum is popping. Y'all better go get y'all some. Sayings about butter. How much more can I say, man? We wearing the gear. Everybody looking hot in these streets. Shout out to Plush Apparel LLC. You know what I mean? High Point, North Carolina right now is lit. So she decided to get a bigger store in Greensboro. So make sure y'all start heading that way. You know what I mean? July 10th is the grand opening. Me and Rainbow supposed to be in the building, so we're gonna see how we can make that happen.
Yeah.
Shout out to Gear Up on J Mac Lane. She got all the apparel, all the other stuff going on. She can make sure she hooks everything up for you. So definitely check her out. You want that good community service? A cause, a concern, a solution. Network Inc. My girl CW, man. Make sure you holler at her. She could definitely help y'all out with that community service stuff. Envious Creations. Yo, them cakes is popping. Now she got the water. Now she got the chip bag. She makes sure your kids is straight for the graduation season. So definitely jump up on that. Birthdays, all of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So,
Then
don't play with my girl.
Martine Felton. How much more can I say, man?
Martine told me to quit my job, and I did. And it's the best
Reading,
decision I ever made.
Coach, author.
The best decision you ever made.
Yo, she's moving. So make sure y'all check out. Go get that book. We need to make that number one. Go to martinefelton.com to get that. Pod decks. You having issues with your podcast? Get them pod decks, man. Get them
you need
pod
some
decks.
Questions.
It'll definitely help you out. You know what I mean? So shout out to pod decks. Shout out to all our sponsors. Thank you. We appreciate you. We wouldn't be moving without you. Also, catch us on Instagram, The Evening Rush Show. You already know Dawn _the_evening_rush. Yeah, I got to shorten that up somehow. Anyway, check out One by Rainbow. You want those good massages. You know what I mean? Check them out. And of course, she is Ella Brown.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to let her say where she at. Go ahead. Hit him, Ella.
Please,
whoa.
please,
Before I say that, hold on. Time out.
Oh, I don't even want to stop. I feel like I need to talk. Okay, go ahead.
Hold on. Shout out to the fact she's been having an excellent week. So shout out to that. She got her spot, her own billboard up on Sayings by Butter this week. Instagram.
Sayings by Butter. Thank you.
Then she was up on the Evening Rush show today.
Yes. Thank you, Rainbow and Dawn, for having me.
And this Friday, you already know where you're going to catch out. On the Evening Rush Network.
Look, she's going to be
on everything.
So let them know what it is, Ella.
So this Friday, I want everybody to catch us on the On Everything podcast at 7 o'clock. We're going to be talking about, it's going to be lit. It's going to be lit. Not black. I'm sorry. We already did black facts. This is going to be legends, folk tales, or facts. Like these urban legends and some that people believe were true that are not, some that have passed through history, or is it a fact? And we're going to let y'all know which is which. It is going to be very interesting, and it's going to be lit for real.
Yes. I can't wait.
So make sure y'all definitely check out On Everything.
And that's On Everything.
Yo, they really let it go, bro. You ain't know. Shout out to Gina Dream, man.
Gina Dream.
Ella, you know what I mean? So, Rainbow, how you want to go out this week?
I'd like to just say thank y'all for tuning in. Don't be out there cheating. And
Black men don't cheat. Black men don't cheat.
Some black men don't cheat.
Black men don't cheat. Black men don't cheat.
Black men don't cheat.
Ella, how you want to go out this weekend? I'm Susie this week.
I'm out there on Tuesday.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. I just want to say, I want to thank everybody for supporting the show, the Evening Rush Network. I'm telling y'all, when this is like a family, and if you have anything, any podcast, whatever, you need to come here. Like all the shows are lit, and we really get in and we truly support one another. So you got to support this show. I pray everybody has a good weekend. Tune in to the On Everything podcast on Friday, and we'll see y'all.
I don't know how to do gunshots, but if I did.
There you go. All right, and before I get out of here.
Jamaican gunshot.
That's what I was going to say, yeah. What's up with that, King Dawn? We need the real. Okay. That's like a little arcade-ish, but it'll work. I feel like I need a pinball somewhere, but I got it.
Yo, also real quick before I ride out, shout out to Eve and Trina getting ready to have their verses, which I'm definitely getting ready to watch.
Look, I don't know if they started yet, because you know none of the verses ever start on time.
They don't start on time. They never start on time. Crazy. You know what I mean? So I'll definitely they doing DJs right now. DJs are saying they're going in. Yeah. We're gonna see that until like 9:00, and then by 9:00 we go actually watch the verses. So that's what that is all about. But once again, thank everybody for tuning in, checking us out. We definitely appreciate you. Make sure you come and check us out. Next week we'll be here, me and Rainbow. Of course, you know we'll have a special guest, of course. And yeah, you already know what it is, man. How we going out always with my brother Fresh. Love you, miss you, bro. You know, cancer season's up next, and that's what we usually do together. So you're definitely well missed, bro. I'ma holla at you though. This is what. My nephew told me I'm a king and that crown fitted. You can catch me.